Hey, what's happening, everybody? We're on the live. Hold on. Why is it not invite friends? You gonna... Yo, where you at? Before we start this live talk, waiting for somebody to get on. Hey, Big Head. Louis, Ricardo, what's happening? For those tuning in, about to do a live Facebook talk with a good friend and a homie. I'm just waiting for him to tag in before we start. Okay, Sean. Uh,
What's going on, good brother?
Yo,
What's going on?
why are you in the dark? That looks mad creepy and suspect. We supposed to be doing a live talk that we agreed on,
It's
and
a,
you talking like you got candle lights and stuff, like you about to put some Luther Vandross on or something.
nah, I'm just
That's
cooling,
that's
bro. I'm just
suspect
cooling.
as hell, man.
I'm just chilling,
Don't be
bro.
doing
I'm
that,
just
yo.
chilling, bro. I'm just chilling. Nah, I'm about to go on the balcony though. I'm hot. Oh shit.
All right, cool, but there's got to be at least some lighting so we both, cause you did say we was gonna do this talk,
Now let's do this talk. Let's do
and
this talk. Let's do the talk. Let's do the talk.
you need to wake up
Nah, I'm
first
good. I'm up.
and not be all baked and
I was
everything.
up. I was up.
Well, cool. Well, get spruced up and everything, man, so we could do this.
Okay, bro. Let's go.
All
Let's go. Let's go.
right, well, for those that's tuning in and curious to the live talk, I mean, if more people want to join in, y'all can. Feel free. Um, well, since we on the book, I know y'all heard of the Jada and Will's Red Table Talk. Well, this is Facebook. We doing what's called the Blue Table Talk. We about to talk about the aftermath and guidelines to the fiasco of Will and Jada. Now, to put out there first and foremost, we ain't judging them. We ain't putting them down. We just trying to, get to the pros and
The
cons.
principle of the
The,
basic.
yeah, the principles and everything from all accounts. Even though there's a lot of people that said, what's the point of talking about all of that? It's their business. True, it is their
But it's
business.
still a marriage.
But we also got to look at it from the principalities, how it does affect everyday life, not just because they're high profile celebrities and people. You feel me?
Mm, yeah.
But I'll let you start it off. You start it off. I'll ride with it.
Uh, uh, okay. So, my whole purpose of the whole Jada and Will thing is for the simple fact of she didn't have any care in the world for it, like the consideration
Okay.
of the marriage, or his feelings as well as as being a wife and a lifetime partner. And how I look at it is just like
Okay.
it's just weird in a way where it's like so you don't feel like I feel like Jada showed every female and women and the bees as well. that it's okay.
But hold on. We're not here to
No,
bash.
we're
Like I
not. No, we're
said, the
not
word
bashing.
wording is everything,
We're
bro.
not. I said
Wording
the.
is
I said
everything.
the bees. I got it. I bleeped it. Nah, but nah. This is She gave. I feel like she just gave a deception of what's okay instead of right is right and wrong is wrong.
Okay. Well, like I said, the floor is yours, and if you feel that I need to add something or you wanted to be my turn to add to it, just let me know. But
Make it
right
make
now,
it
the
A
table
Jada
is
Kissing
yours.
style flow. Go back and forth, like a 1-2 punch. It's 1-2 punch.
Little song.
Yeah, but like nah, I just feel like she made it okay, and of course in today's society they're gonna look like it. That's okay, when it's not. It's
Mhm.
still a marriage. That's my only point. That's
Okay.
my only point about it. It's still a marriage. No way
Okay.
how you
Okay.
no other way how you go through it, how you go around it, how you yield. It's still a marriage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that all you gotta say, or is there more? Like I
it's
said,
a
I'm not gonna say
it's a
nothing
little
until the
it's
floor.
a little
You say, "Hey,
it's a little more. It's, yeah,
Chewy, say something, whatever,
yeah.
whatever."
It's a little more, but it's one of those things where like it's like I look at it like every the people who have been married they don't take a oath for nothing. You know, it's
Mhm.
still a commitment. It's still involved with committing to each other, not committing to each other for the moment and then being like, okay, all right, I'm gonna go. This ain't working out for me, so I'm gonna go do it. No, you're still in a marriage. You're still in a marriage. You
Right.
know, to the public, you're still in a marriage.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
the ones that oh yeah, and the reason for my tweet that I sent you earlier was no COVID. The reason
No cough,
no
cough.
COVID,
No cough,
no
cough.
cough call. But the reason for that I sent you that tweet was because that's how I was looking at it as well. Like a lot of people don't understand the purpose of marriage, but it's probably because they will never get to see themselves saying I do.
All right. Well, break that down for those that's watching. What you mean by that? For those that may not understand.
Um, that's easy. I'm gonna make it simple though. Uh,
All right.
like when I say it like that, I mean like involving the same results that keep happening, the energy that's being put out that keep happening. You
Okay.
know, like
Oh, got
I
you.
can't like prime example. I can't ask for a good woman, but still be like used to like I can't do it. I just can't do it.
You got a word that. Remember, we on live. You got those that like to make their own
I know. I'm
conclusions
talking
when
in
tuning in
code.
and
I
stuff.
know I'm
So
talking in code. I know.
yeah, we this is blue table talk,
Right.
meaning there's no codes,
Right.
no subliminals, it's straight
All
talk.
right. I mean,
And there's those tuning
like
in, so
my thing is that
let them know.
I can't act for a woman that I know that I'm not ready for, and a lot of people, vice versa, do that. I can't act for something that I'm not ready for. That's just how I look at it.
For those that's not understanding, what I get from it is that it's one thing to ask for a good thing, but if you not ready yourself or you can identify with that good thing in reciprocation or give or take, you won't be able to not just handle what a good woman could do, but you won't be able to give back in full of genuine appreciation what the woman can do because you're not good to yourself.
Right. Right.
So yeah, like attracts like,
Right.
pretty much.
And that's what I pretty much was just saying, like with the whole, like it's a pattern of what I was saying earlier as well.
Well, let's hear it.
Like,
Let's hear it.
right.
I heard it, but
I know
let
you heard it. You
the
heard it
world that's
personally.
watching
The
hear it.
world that's watching. basically what I was saying was like the tweet was
But talk on here like you talk to me. No filter.
no, no, no,
Let
no.
it
I
just
wasn't,
let it rip.
I wasn't gonna put no filler on it. No, I was just gonna say like the
Mm,
the reason why I put that tweet. I didn't even put it out yet, but I was going to. But the reason
mm-hmm,
why I put the tweet out was because I was looking at it in a way. I had a debate with someone earlier about the whole Will and Jada thing.
mm-hmm,
The reason why we're going live is because of that person. Thanks to her. For the simple fact of what I was
mm-hmm.
saying of like with Jada giving women the platform
What
to
up, cuz?
with Jada giving
Neva, what's going on?
going on people
Star, what's going on, cuz?
going on y'all like the women that's giving like Jada giving women and females the platform to make it okay to be wrongfully wrong to not have accountability.
Okay,
The reason why
okay.
like we were saying earlier, like they don't picture themselves saying I do to stay just to get married. Not I do that. Not I do
Okay,
to. Not
okay.
I do to stay, but I do to get. I made it this far. I do, but I don't really. It all depends on if I'm going to stay. We
Okay.
live in a. Basically, that's just me saying, and
Stackhouse, what's going on?
that's basically me saying like in a long term that it's like we live in a me instead of togetherness, us. We live in a me instead of us
Mm-hmm.
generation.
Right. Okay, now you still taking the floorboard or am I stepping in now?
You can step in. I feel like
I mean, let me know,
take
because
it,
I'm not gonna say no
take it,
until you say
take it away,
step in.
take it away. I feel like I said too much.
It's just, no, I think you holding back. But anyways,
You think I'm
what
holding
I
back?
get from it, heck yeah, I think you holding back. But anyways, I want to lay this out to the forefront. I honestly think, well, before I begin, I want to say first and foremost, we not here to judge or bash or
Generalize.
play any generalization on gender roles, none like that. What
Yes, because I'm
about to
holding back.
do?
All
Hold on. Let me get to that.
right, go ahead.
What I'm saying is that you know, two amazingly talented, high profile celebrities that we already had an idea, those that are fans of the two, that there is marital that problem, sorry, tripping on my words, marriage problems and stuff like that. But where I stand on it is that I know Jada was just trying to explain herself on her, in her words, entanglement with August, but I feel there could have been better wording. And I'm not saying, excuse me, the entanglement part was the problem. It was more of, because yeah, there is such thing as entanglement involvement in marriages and relationships. That part I didn't have a problem with. It was it was like she was trying to justify with no remorse to what she did. And for those watching and fans, yeah, Will and Jada said they're in an open relationship, but like even a traditional monogamous relationship, there are rules and regulations. And I think one of the rules and regulations that was violated was that you don't, if you a swinger or whatever, you don't, or whatever you got agreed upon, you don't, one, you try to keep it confidential. You're not putting your list of body counts and notches out there just because or for bragging rights or clout chasing or capping.
Right.
And second, under any circumstances, you're not gonna try to hook up with somebody that hits too close to home. And that's where the mistake Jada made, and the ones who try to justify about what Jada did. And again, we ain't judging or bashing her, Will, or anybody. It was like the ones who were saying, "Oh, we ain't gonna sit here and act like Will is innocent, this, that, and the third." Those are the ones that seemed like they were coming off like from an angle where they got hurt, where somebody did something to them behind their back, and they was making an analytical justification on why Jada did what she did. And one of the things that everybody that are fans or not fans of Will and Jada said, which is true. How do we know what happened behind closed doors? But that's where it leaves it room for discussion on a grown folk level. One of my humble takes on it is, and you even said it true, something that a lot of people haven't mentioned yet is that one, there's a pattern that Will was showing. Like, because when it said on the Red Table Talk between Will and Jada, that Jada said the whole entanglement fiasco started 4 years ago. And you said in a proper estimate that within 3 to 5 years, Will was dropping movies, he was making videos, he was dropping videos, comedy videos, all videos that was hitting and viral. Him with his kids, him scuba diving, him jumping off mountains, doing these things, inspiring others how he usually does. And not saying he ain't got his side pieces, but that's where we also said before, fam, no one's saying Will is innocent. But it's like if he does or have any side pieces or honeys running around, they ain't going around spilling the tea about what they did or doing with Will. Where if there was an improvement or blessing from Will, August broke the code. He wasn't just sloppy with that, but he made a whole album about Jada. Like if you supposedly made an agreement to hit it off with somebody or bust their panties down, excuse my lingo, you can't be, spilling the whole tea. That just says right there you can't handle intimate fornications like that if you can't even keep it to yourself. But like I said again, no one's judging or bashing their ordeals or situations, but what they're dealing with and going through, despite their high profile celebrities and legends, they are dealing with something that does happen every day. But only a very few people is grown and mature enough to talk about it on a non-judgmental, elaborative, intellectual sense.
Perspective.
Hold on a sec. One of the homies mentioned something. Oh, the homie Shire said, I can't comment, but let it be known I brought up that both Jada and Will agreed they were separated when it happened. Yes, that is true. They were separated, but see, I think what it was, and I follow along with that. It's not saying because Will did say when he was separated, he was doing him, she was doing her. Hey, Charlie, what's going on, cuz? Uh, but you got those that has a whole different aspect when it talks about separation and relationships. But see, usually separation does not always mean broken up. And then when you hear doing me, it don't mean you always up in the bed shacking up with somebody else. Doing you could be you maybe going to get a degree in an educational academic field you never had before. Doing you could be you may be trying to get closer to your grandmoms or your grandpops or whatever that might have been rocky before. But that's what I was saying. There's a lot of people that's having very one dimensional aspects on the whole topic. And that's why I was saying the way it was handled, and that's why I was saying on the phone earlier that I think the reason why Will was upset, it wasn't even that he was upset per se about it about August, but because there's open marriage, open relationships, swingers, there are still rules and regulations. It was like, and that's why I go back to what I said earlier. What if he got side honeys or whatever? They not out there spilling the tea about Will and them, where August violated that protocol and made songs and a whole album about it. It's like, hey, they'll see what's going on. But yeah, and that's what I was saying though. It's like it was, and I think also speaking also humbly about it, I think Will was more so upset that because how he said they talk about everything. I think Will was upset that they already addressed it as husband and wife, no matter if they were separated or not. But the fact it got to a point, what they already addressed behind closed doors got public.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it came to an explanation going and taking place in that, the way she went about it, it was like, it was, and then the part that got me, and once again, not bashing nobody, not bashing Jada, not bashing Will, but speaking on how everyday walks of life can relate to it if they're mature and open enough about it. The way she said, I ain't felt good in a long time, as you and I and those watching this live feed talk, Blue Table Talk, heard, she ain't felt good in a very long time. A good 90% of people was saying, oh, Will must have not been a good husband or good father. Is she feeling the need to be like that, this, that, and the third? When in all actuality, we got to be more open and mature about that. There could be that possibility, but what if Will was doing everything as a husband and a dad, faults and all, and her not feeling good had nothing to do with his deeds and loyalty or whatever? Because there's some people, men and women alike, in relationships where they will say stuff, I ain't felt good in a long time, but make it out to be like it's you, as the men or women in relationships that's doing what you got to do, holding it down or whatever. But in all actuality, they're not happy with themselves for whatever reason, but expecting you to take the responsibility to make them happy and satisfied when it's not your partners. It's how well you feel about yourself. And if you're not satisfied with yourself, you're not gonna be fulfilled 100%. No matter if you are being held down, got someone that's loyal and faithful, you're always gonna find something that's bothering you, even though you got someone there that's showing you there's nothing to be worried or bothered about. And that's why I was saying it's a lot of catch 22s and undertones that was said and mentioned that made me go like,
Body.
there's a lot more to it than that. And then also how Will said he was done with her. Was he saying, because it's not like he meant I don't think he meant I was done with you, like he didn't want to be with her. It probably was just, there was probably was a lot of things that was going on, a whole lot that of course we don't know about, is their business. But speaking on a commoneering scale, we can go and say Jada was at fault for this, or really Will was at fault for that. But even if we take it there, we got to look at the whys and hows, and not just the whats, and pointing one finger more at one person and at the other. And you even said it best, how within a 3 to 5 year time span, Will was out there making movies, doing other gigs, getting other gigs. So where is it that he was being a bad husband or father that led to her not feeling good? And that's what I was saying. You got some men and women in relationships and marriages where they'll say they didn't feel good for whatever amount of time, and it had nothing to do with the boyfriend or girlfriend or the husband or wife. The husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend could have been doing everything right and then some. You just got some people out there that's just not satisfied, no matter if they got someone who is everything they prayed for, no matter what. And and then when Will said, I'm gonna get back at you, even though I'm not one to condone vengeance or spitefulness, but the way it sounded like there's probably been a lot of other occurrences that may have went on, no matter if Jada or Will was at fault. But it sounded like that there was a whole lot that has went on that we do not know about. But
I'm gonna jump in on this
it
one.
does sound like that, huh?
I'm gonna jump in on this one.
What up, Steph? Keisha, what's going on?
Like, like,
But yeah, what's your take on everything?
like, the thing that killed me was when they was talking when they quoted the Bad Boys line, the bad marriage for life, and
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
and, and of course everyone can agree
My
that
bad.
that gave everyone the head shake or the head scratch, like huh, like what?
Mhm. Yeah, we live,
Yeah.
we ride together, we die together. Bad marriage for life. Yeah. But yeah, anything you want to add or share? Feel
No,
I
I
said
mean,
whatever at
I
the
mean,
moment.
honestly, that was just my whole take on it. Like I said earlier, like Will gave us Bad Boys 3 in January. We in July.
You mean 4? 3 was already out.
Bad Boys 3. No, he came out with Bad Boys.
3 is already out. Bad Boys for Life is the third
Yes,
movie.
he. That's what I said. He came out with it in January. We in July right now.
Right.
Uh, uh,
You
Still,
mean Bad Boys 4 like he like it was just a straight to DVD
no, it was,
type.
no. I'm talking about like no. I'm saying like the movie. Like he did the movie. The movie came out in January.
Mhm.
The DVD didn't come out till like what? I say like April, May. Yeah,
About that.
but yeah, that was just my only take on it. Like it's just like where like you said like we both were saying where did Will at the time, but we're not pointing fingers. We're not all pointing fingers on Jada. It's just the body language and the principle of marriage. There still was married
Yeah,
regardless.
like where people saying we can't act like Will is innocent. You're
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, right.
Like regardless of the simple fact of if they was privately separated. They wasn't publicly separated. They were
Mhm.
privately separated. They was, but they might have been privately separated, but they were still in a marriage. They still had an oath to follow. It's still a commitment to follow. It's still, you know,
Mhm.
it's still them. They still had to love on each other at the end of the day. And my whole thing about with Jada having to mess with August just to find out her true self was kind of weird in a way because now it was backtracked to me thinking of when Will did the video about happiness,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's just like,
The way it sound like that he didn't just do that video for all walks of life and fans to follow and be inspired by, but it could have been the possibility whatever he had going on,
right,
right or wrong in his marriage, that made him go like, let me do this video
right,
and send this message
right,
out there.
right. Of course, you know that viral. You know that video went viral.
But yeah, of course.
But yeah, that was just my whole take on it. Like it's just like where would he have the time to if he kept himself busy? It's a pattern. Like he
Mhm.
literally showed it as the pattern that he'd been busy. He didn't have time to be messing with a a D-list superstar or an A-list superstar or a B-list super. Like he didn't have the time to be
Yeah.
messing with any side chick or to be being like, oh no, I'm gonna get Jada back for this for this time being.
Right.
He had time to be petty.
Right.
Meanwhile, we see Jaden and Will doing tours, and we just see Willow and Jada at the table.
Well, that's probably because for numerous reasons. Maybe they probably just didn't have any gigs offered to them, or maybe they might have no type of ideas to run down on
Yo, cuz,
and put out there for the world to see. It could be many reasons and factors.
yo, cuz.
What's up, man?
Remember when you had said something about Jada's mother being a crackhead or something like that, a dope fiend, something like that, on
No,
drugs?
she was a former addict and alcoholic. Both her parents, from if I'm correct, for those that's watching, correct me if I'm wrong. From what I recall, Jada's parents, I think her mom was a addict, and a drug addict, and an alcoholic, and her father was abusive. Which I mean, I get the whole gist that she came from a rough lifestyle, but so did Will, But my whole take on it, that you could have a rough lifestyle going on or went on growing up, but it does not always mean that
It's gonna
you
define you.
are. Yeah, it doesn't have to define you. There's people that I've seen, family and friends alike, where they been through something, but they did not allow it to get the best of them or break them. I mean, yeah, they say everybody's different, but it's still based on choices and what we choose.
Hmm. Hmm. The
Cause
impact
if
path they decided to take for the better,
right,
for the better.
right,
Not to not
somebody's tuning in.
not to just take it for the just to take it. like an opportunist.
Right, right. Now, is there anything else you want to add or say? I mean, before we jump off, I'm definitely gonna load this up on my page, on my YouTube page too. Maybe to give,
quick,
hey,
quick,
Team Boy,
quick,
Clyde.
quick question. Quick question. If Pac was alive, do you think Jada would have ever met Will?
To be frank, I honestly don't think that Pac would have actually went that route with Jada. Truthfully, I don't think he always looked at it like someone he was real cool with and was able to vibe with on a deep conscientious level with. It was not anything sensually intimate. He want to smash whatever, and that's all. And around that time when Pac was still alive before he got shot and died, didn't Will and Jada get married?
Nah,
And he was with no,
Will was married to his wife that he was supposed to be with Jada at that time, at the different world. Which it's a funny story how Will said it too, because Will explained it like, it's funny like,
yup, the big homie said he was alive. He was alive. Yeah, because when he got with Jada, yeah, it was around 96,
he
97.
was with his
It was
first wife.
97 Pac died, but he was
Will
still
was with his first wife.
he did get with Jada. He did get with Jada.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
and he was with one of the he was with one of Pac was with one of Quincy Jones' daughters, if I'm correct.
Hazel. Nah, that wasn't Hazel.
Eric D.
I forgot her name. I forgot her name. I forgot her damn name. I forgot her damn name. It's not. It wasn't. It wasn't Hazel though. It wasn't Hazel. It was uh uh snap. What is her name?
Hmm. But
Uh,
once like I said, I know it was someone that was a child of a famous music mogul, and it was definitely, I think, Quincy Jones. It was one of his
yeah, it was the
daughters.
baby or the middle child.
Yeah,
Yeah, the baby. The baby. I want to say it's the baby.
and when he was with her when Jada got with Will before he got shot. So I don't think he had any type of interest towards Jada. Jada probably had a thing for him deeper than just close bond and friendship.
Oh nah,
Yeah,
she did.
thanks, big homie.
She did. She
And the
did.
big homie said Will didn't exist when they met.
Crickets, right?
Right. But
Crickets, right?
yeah, I honestly think when it comes down to it, like I said, I got nothing but love and admiration for both Will and
It's
Jada,
still black love.
but they just show that they're human, that they're human.
Yeah, it's still black
But
love.
yeah, but I just look at it more so the fact that no one's saying Will don't got his faults or skeletons or whatever.
Right.
But the way a lot of people was trying to point it out, like he got these side chicks running around. And as I said earlier, if he did
Like,
or do,
right,
let's say he does,
right.
they're not out there spilling the tea and all that. They're not spilling the tea about what's going on with Will, where August did.
August came out with a whole song called None Yet. He ain't had to do that. With her
Why
middle
Will
name
was
as a
upset.
contact. He ain't had to do that.
Right, you're absolutely right.
He ain't had to do all of that.
You're absolutely right. But see, this is also something we see every day in the hood too. How a lot of people, where they run into some good that was too much for them, they can't contain it, and they start telling whoever they feel needs to know, and they actually may call. And when they do that, they start being what up, Anthony. And I
uh,
think when it comes down to it, it becomes more harmful than helpful.
yeah,
Like, and I've
yeah.
always and like family members who I look up to, like my grandmoms and everything. She's actually not in the camera view. Say hi, grandmas. She's actually taught me that, It's nothing wrong with talking about what goes on in and out of the bedroom if it's someone who you trust. But one of the things is that one, what you do in and out the bedroom, no matter if it's monogamous, swing, or whatever, you keep it to yourself. And second, you don't go kiss and tell because, and I think the reason why that the whole kiss and tell thing became a trend because it's more so to
Acceptable.
spill the tea to see who else is drinking that tea.
Yeah,
You caught that.
yeah.
I'm gonna say that one more time. I think the reason why it became a trend, why people is so quick to spill the tea, because he want to spill the tea to see who else is drinking that tea. And in
You
translation,
can't drink anybody tea.
if you that is true, where if you hitting it off with somebody, you hooking up with somebody, and you spill that tea about it, you want to see whether it's in a mature or immature sense who else is messing around with that person. But see, that's also another thing. Not everybody be out there messing around or having side pieces. Not everybody gets down like that.
If they don't, they know how to play the game very well.
Right, right.
Coaching and whatnot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like I need you to need you to play big man. You acting like you ain't playing like no big man right now. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a woman coaching a basketball team full of dudes?
Well,
If that's
she
possible,
knows the craft of. If she knows the craft and science of the game, it's possible.
that's possible. I know that's possible. I know that's possible. Now it got me thinking like, is anybody in the league? Nah, it's all dudes. It's all straight dudes. But yeah, we gonna jump off. It was nice talking to y'all.
Oh yeah, definitely. And for those that tuned in, whether long or short period of time, thank you for watching, and hope till next time. Peace.